to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Detroit Lions. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A check down here to Jones. And he loses the football a second time. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They'll set up a throw. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's Jones again on second down. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. Boswell's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
They go play action now. Newman.
Escaping the pressure right.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. An injury timeout here as I believe, yeah, that's DeAndre Swift. Swift is still down. We'll check on his status when we get back. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Here's Newman. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
But they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 19, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Now the try here for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
64 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Now Jones. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The give is to Jones. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Off the play fake. Here's Newman.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From midfield now, here's Newman.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. Touchdown, Detroit! A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd down and 7.
Here's Brady. He finds his man, complete. That's Lawson. And he's brought down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones. His 21st touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Newman.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Now it's Newman. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down. An NFL update there in the second quarter in Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Now, we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. This is taken at about the 14. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Play action. Now Newman. But going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Newman.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Throwing again. Newman.
Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
Newman looking to throw it.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall, as they have taken the lead. Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
It's up and good to make it 21-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll make it a second down. Brady going to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Now Brady. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Again, it's Brady. Going up top for Miller. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Going deep this time for Miller. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Play action, Newman. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
But give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Newman. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now Newman on first down. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll run here with Jefferson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Anthony Ferkser, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. To return it, Darius Phillips. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Newman. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their
rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Newman's throw into the hands of Ferkser here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
He's going to air one out. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Newman to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now it's Newman. He'll buy some time right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Now Newman. Throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Rodrigo Blankenship with an important one. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver and you're...
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Going up top for Miller. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs are now an extra point away from leading this game. Extra point now by Boswell. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw. Newman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing now, Newman on first down. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He's got the tight end Fertzer right side complete.
A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down, here's Newman.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Looking to throw. Newman. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
2nd and 10 now. Newman.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Hunter Renfrow, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So now here come the Lions up to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
On 2nd and 9, Brady drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On 2nd and 11 now, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 121 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And it's 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 8. Now Brady. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Back to throw, Brady. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Brady to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown. They're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
To throw is Brady. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. And he is not going to reach the goal line. A courageous call to try for 2, but they will remain down by a point. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll conserve whatever time he can as they'll opt to bring it out to the 25-yard line. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Back to throw. Newman. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league, and to them, that's vitally important.
So for the Lions, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.